novel.
There's a particular performance Caty Szeto can't get out of her mind. The location?
A festival, Coachella.
Caty is a pop star, more specifically, a K-pop star.
I'm a solo artist. I am on the main stage. I'm standing backstage. I'm a little bit nervous. I'll always forever be just a little bit nervous every time I go on stage. I step out onto the stage. I hear cheering and I hear conversations, but they're all muffled. I hear the instructions coming through my earpiece. Testing music, testing everything, get into position. The atmosphere is very high.
The roaring of the crowd begins to mix with some unmistakable beats.
My very first song that went viral.
Caty emerges, singing and dancing in front of thousands of her fans. And the next 30 minutes are a flurry. Costume reveals.
Quite a few outfit changes on stage.
Backup dancers.
Groups that are synchronized, but then we're all doing things that complement each other.
Soundtrack by Caty's greatest hits.
A compilation of the most popular title tracks.
As the concert finishes, the crowd is in raptures.
I finished the last song of the concert, and then I've gone backstage. People are kind of expecting an encore. Right when people are starting to decide that, oh, maybe they should leave, the lights dim. People don't know what this is. People are just like, oh, what's happening? And then...
My mama said I'll never make it to the dream I'm always chasing.
The light has not shined yet. So I'm singing a cappella in the dark.
This world ain't one we gotta place in.
People can hear me, no one can see me.
You should know.
And then, spotlight.
I will be the star of the favorite show. Gonna be the next Marilyn Monroe. I will reach the top, and till then I won't stop, and I'll do it on my own.
And then people see me on kind of like a hot air balloon, and it floats like onto the stage from like where the audience is. As I get onto the stage, the balloon pops. And then there's confetti.
Caty basks in the love of her fans, feeds on it all like a plant leaning towards the sunlight.
My mama said I'll never make it to the dream I'm always chasing.
But, to use the most reviled of all literary techniques, this is simply a dream.
This is just like a scene that I've written in my head. It's not true yet, but it will be in the future.
It's a dream that's animated Caty's waking hours for years, and a dream that I'm about to get sucked into myself. My name is Haeryun Kang. I'm a journalist in Seoul, South Korea. I've been writing stories about K-pop for many years, and I've filed for outlets like NPR, Rolling Stone, and The Washington Post. I don't identify as a fan anymore, but K-pop was the resounding music of my childhood. In the late 90s, girl groups like Pinkle and SES filled the Spice Girls-sized hole in my heart, and I'd rap very badly to G.O.D. lyrics, alone in my bedroom. I was obsessed with a girl group, Pinkle. I had pencil cases and posters with Pinkle members' faces. I wrote letters to friends on Pinkle writing pads. And the internet was just beginning to be a thing, so I'd go on these janky fan websites where SCS and Pinkle fans were fighting against each other. And I'd write, "Why can't we all get along?" And other fans would laugh at me. How could I be such a naive pacifist in the battle for K-pop supremacy? Since then, K-pop has gone on to become a Goliath. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry with ultra-talented, high-gloss stars and legions of fans all over the world. There's 90s boy bands like H.O.T., the first K-pop idol group who traversed hip-hop to bubblegum pop with their iconic K-pop tune, Candy. Its cheerful rainbow optimism, together with their dance and fashion, screams South Korea in the mid-90s. There's also Wonder Girls, one of the biggest female idol groups of the 2010s and the first Korean act to enter the Billboard charts, with songs like Nobody, a subdued yet poppy dance track. And to global superstars of today, like Blackpink and BTS, whose fierce and motivational song, Run BTS, is influenced heavily by African-American genres like hip-hop. The lyrics of the song chart BTS's journey from their humble beginnings as aspiring idols to becoming global superstars.
Okay, let's go. 내가 맞았어. 너는 동에 비가 새던 작업 싫었어. 가스투를 까매신 사랑이나 하메라 재밌던 것만 성공하면 다들 뒤져서 방탄의 성공 이유나도 몰라도 잠시 어디서 우리들이 모두 새빠진 게 다른 거지 뭐라던 달린 거지 답은 여기서.
These chart-topping bands make K-pop a household name all over the world. The genre's success has been stratospheric, but it's a complex world that can be both tumultuous and beautiful, that feeds on the dreams and desires of so many people around the globe. Like Caty. The hopes of people like her have spawned a booming industry, K-pop academies. They're where people pay to learn how to become an idol. While I've interviewed K-pop stars, I've always wanted to know just what it takes to get into a K-pop girl or boy group, to become an idol. I wanted to understand the hold that this dream has on the imagination of so many young people, not just in Korea, but around the world, and the extraordinary lengths people will go to try and succeed in the industry. Enter Caty.
The idea of becoming an idol has always been in my mind since I was very, very young.
I'm following Caty because she's about to fly across the world to enroll as a student at a K-pop academy in Seoul. Over the next 3 months, she'll receive rigorous training from prestigious singing and dancing instructors.
1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8.
Meet K-pop idols,
This is Black Swan's main vocal, Envy. Nice to meet you.
while riding the emotional roller coaster of an idol wannabe.
I'm very stressed right now. It always feels like I don't have enough time.
What? I'm first?
I love this rap song. All I need is one person to think I have something. All I need is one person to believe in me.
Caty's ultimate goal is to be signed by an entertainment agency.
This is so important to me. If I don't put in all that I can, I'll regret it for the rest of my life.
And then maybe, just maybe, Caty will find herself center stage, performing to a sea of adoring fans. From Novel and USG Audio, this is Mission K-pop. Episode 1, Magical Thinking.
You think I'm powerless to try, but I'll wear my scars like wings to fly. I bet you're wondering
But I'll wear my scars like. But I'll wear my Yeah.
Right now, I'm inside a recording studio at a place called the K-pop Center, or KPC, in Katie's hometown, LA.
You can do this. One more time.
It's a couple weeks before Katy heads to Seoul to start training at the K-pop Academy. To prepare, she's been coming to KPC to attend dancing and singing classes
But I wear my scars.
and to make recordings like this one.
But I wear my scars. There you go, girl.
Pacing back and forth through the room, never sitting down, is Katie's vocal coach, Lydia Peck.
Yeah, so can we go from like wings and fly, yeah.
Just beyond the glass, I can see Katy in an isolated recording booth, listening intently to Lydia's instructions through headphones.
Keep me trapped in your maze, don't open. Keep me trapped in your maze, trap, more down, trap, more close.
Lydia is exacting and creative in her direction.
I wear my scars like wings and fly. Scars like wings and fly. Don't go like put it out here, put it down here, down. I learn slow down, okay?
But Katy is paying careful attention.
Yes, exactly.
And perhaps that's because she knows getting to record a song with the Lydia Peck is major. Lydia's 33, Korean American, and wears many more hats than vocal teacher. She's a force to be reckoned with in the K-pop industry. She's composed songs for Blackpink, probably the biggest girl group on the planet right now. Like this song, As If It's Your Last.
Baby 날 터질 것처럼 만나줘 그만 생각해 뭐가 그리
It has over 1.3 billion views on YouTube and feels like idol music in a nutshell, an explosion of color, both visually and sonically. Bottom line, Lydia is a big deal in K-pop. And it's encouraging to see that Lydia, a K-pop heavyweight, believes in Katy's potential.
Okay, let's go.
Inside the recording studio, we sit for hours as the engineer records and cuts Katy's voice, sometimes word by word.
There you go. Okay.
The repetition doesn't seem to faze Katy. She never gives up, never pauses.
Wicked in the brain. Wicked in the brain. There you go.
I see in this moment her dedication, the kind of dedication that gives you a real shot at becoming an idol.
You think I'm powerless to try. I'll wear my scars like wings and fly. Almost there. The transitions.
This original song, co-written by Lydia and Katy, is called Scars Like Wings. They've tailored it to showcase Katy's vocal strengths and songwriting chops at K-pop auditions. The song is also written for our podcast. We asked them to write it because paying for the rights to use a full song from, say, BTS would blow our entire production budget. After 4 hours, Katy and Lydia reached the finish line.
Because in effect, never needed you then. Gave my all, got nothing left.
Okay. Nice.
I know the range that I can sing like this comfortably is very small right now.
You'll get it. We'll figure it out together.
I know a lot of my weaknesses when it comes to vocals comes with like mental blocks, because there's this like sense of like insecurity that translates into the singing. There are notes that I've hit before, but I've always hit those on accident, and so I can't necessarily do them on purpose.
This is a major concern for sure. KPC has been like a warm nest nurturing Katy's K-pop dream before she plunges into the unknown and puts her skills to the test.
I'm sure a lot of people around me have had their worries and have their concerns about the path that I've chosen to take, but I've also had a lot of encouragement, the fact that I can have a dream and really commit to do what it takes to make it happen, whether that be moving to a different country, learning a whole new language, or just spending hours and hours kind of dedicating practice to this craft. And so I think going to Seoul kind of means that courage for me, and it means that weight of staying true to myself and staying true to my dreams.
But, of course, easier said than done. Realizing the idol dream sometimes feels like a game. You level up, and there are new tests to pass at every stage. Your avatar, a young K-pop wannabe. You love the music, you have talent, but you need to press the right button to start the game.
Ever thought about becoming a K-pop idol? I'm sure in your wildest dreams, you have.
Enter a K-pop training academy. Level 1.
You will learn and grow. Simple.
There are loads of these academies, almost prep schools.
Companies wanting to cash in on the K-pop ambition. Is it really the golden ticket into the K-pop industry or just a marketing gimmick?
There's loads of different pop music in Korea. But in this podcast, when we say K-pop, we're talking about idols, soloists, girl groups, boy groups. At these academies, you'll learn the skills you need to become a K-pop idol. Programs range from weeks to months, and you can even choose to train for longer than a year, as long as you pay. These academies now dot the globe, but the epicenter of the academy industry is South Korea's capital, Seoul. Your curriculum might consist of vocal, dance, and language lessons, as well as makeup, styling, and fitness classes. That's because being the perfect idol is like being a Swiss Army knife of performing abilities.
Does this really work? Yes.
If you're at the bottom of the supply chain, like Caty, this is how you get your foot in the door. Pay the tuition, enroll in the classes, get good grades. Each week, students from the academies get a shot to audition for the big K-pop entertainment companies, scouting the next hot talent. Agencies like SM Entertainment, YG, or Hybe. That is the chance for a real level up.
Each company kind of has their own character that they're looking for. YG has like a hip hop kind of vibe. SM has this more like classy, kind of like feminine vibe. They're looking for a very specific person.
The odds seem almost impossible. Sometimes only 1 in 10,000 hopefuls will pass an audition. If you're one of the lucky ones to pass and get accepted into one of these companies, now you've reached level 2, where you get to, wait for it, train more. Congrats, you're a trainee. There's no guarantee of becoming an actual idol, but get ready to hone your singing and dancing abilities even further. By the way, K-pop entertainment agencies are different from Western music labels like Sony or Warner Music. They do much more. They act like an all-encompassing training ground, a boarding school, even a parental figure for their young trainees.
As much as people talk about K-pop, the music genre, there's a lot more interest in K-pop, the music business model.
That's longtime Korean music producer Bernie Cho.
The K-pop development, discovery, debut model of be it boy bands or girl bands, it actually makes incredible business sense.
Using their pool of trainees, entertainment companies carefully assemble boy or girl groups in private. And each member is like one of KFC's secret herbs and spices, combining to make the perfect blend. You can train for months, even years at an agency, until one day, maybe, you get selected for the final level, the idol level. And then the debut, when they are finally presented to the world. There's usually teasers, music previews, photo releases, until the anticipation reaches fever pitch. And the group drops a music video, appears on television, and goes on a full media blitz.
What's interesting in Korea, and you rarely see this in the West, is that when a new band debuts, it's not uncommon for them to have their first album sell 500,000, 1 million plus first day out in pre-orders. So before they debut, their fan base is already built.
This is when you've won the game. Well, kind of. Dozens of idol groups debut every year, and only a handful appear on TV, and an even tinier number of groups become popular. Ultimately, passing all the levels and achieving long-term success is a long, long shot. And Caty, she's way back at level 1. The amount of work required to win the idol game is basically impossible to calculate, not to mention the need for a whole lot of luck and connections. Can Caty make it? Well, that's what I'm trying to find out.
I just arrived in front of Caty's house in LA, where she lives with her parents. It's in a quiet residential neighborhood in San Marino, LA County. Walking up to her house now. Hi, Caty.
Good morning.
My impression of Caty is that she's polite and conscientious. Slight people pleaser energy, in the way that she immediately looks me in the eyes and flashes me a big, toothy smile.
Good morning.
Hello.
Nice to meet you. I'm Haeryun.
I'm Sherry.
Her mom, Sherry, is the one who commands the attention. Bursting out of the front door towards me, she's a ball of energy.
I hope it's okay. I've already started recording.
Oh, you did? If it's something bad, please cut it.
Both Sherry and Caty's dad, Gene, emigrated to the United States in the 80s.
This is Jing.
Gene from mainland China and Sherry from Taiwan.
Do you guys mind giving me a tour of the house?
If you don't mind, mess.
The great thing about podcasting is nobody can see it.
Exactly. Let's go.
Sherry has a point. Everywhere you look, their house is full of clutter. Photographs,
That's me.
travel souvenirs, boxes, and trophies.
So we have collect a lot of their trophy. They do a lot of activities when they were young.
They're all won by Caty, and you can see them lining cabinets and mantels.
So I did a lot of activities when I was younger. So everything from like swimming to basketball to taekwondo. I was on debate team. I was on cheer. I did guitar for a while.
We finished the house tour in Caty's bedroom. It's spacious, painted purple, with a wall of full-length mirrors for Caty's dance practice. Here, we sit down to talk.
Let's start from the beginning. I grew up wanting to be like Britney Spears, Beyonce. They were definitely like my biggest inspirations.
This was the early 2010s. Being a pop star meant dazzling outfits, high-concept music videos, and show-stoppingly intricate dance routines. Caty wanted that career for herself.
I used to listen to a lot of like mainstream pop. Lady Gaga, like Nicki Minaj. My dad listens to a lot of like country music. So I would occasionally also just like indirectly listen to that a lot too. And then I watched K-pop music videos and I was just like, oh.
One day in the early 2010s, Caty was browsing on YouTube when she came across the music video for Fantastic Baby, the new song at the time from Big Bang.
I had never really seen anything like it before.
The song was a cacophony of electropop and EDM, and the music video blew Britney and Beyonce's offerings out of the water. In just 3 minutes and 59 seconds, it managed to include pyrotechnic explosions, a tawny owl in flight, a scene in some kind of sex dungeon, and a full-blown battle between masked fighters, performed to the singing of the 5 insanely beautiful Korean boy band members, one of whom is wearing a floor-length orange wig. And just when you think things can't get any more entertaining, the addictive chorus hits, the song's signature bombastic catchphrase. Boom shakalaka, boom shakalaka, boom shakalaka.
I just thought it was really cool. I was like, I'm gonna show all my friends.
But when she showed her friends the video, they didn't instantly fall for this K-pop group in the way she did.
And then they were like, that's kind of weird.
And were your friends Asian or white or?
They were white, which like, I don't blame them. I'm sure it's also something that's like completely different for them. I think that was the first time that I kind of felt like, oh, something of my culture or like something Asian wasn't really something that they liked or that they thought was like acceptable.
And when you saw K-pop stars, especially, for the first time, was it important for you that they looked like you?
Yeah, definitely. I had actually always told my mom that I wanted to like apply for things like The Voice or like American Idol, X Factor. I think I always had the sense of they wouldn't want me. It didn't help that clearly there was no one that looked like me that did get very far. It felt like Asians didn't belong in entertainment. Of course, there's also like the stereotypes of like Asian people are good at studying, like we don't know how to sing or like we don't know how to dance. And so K-pop kind of proved all of that wrong to me.
In K-pop, her East Asian heritage was an advantage. All of a sudden, Caty felt like she had a path into being a performer. So, Caty doubled down, bookending her days at school with refining her dancing skills, learning Korean, and plunging into the musical delights of K-pop. Her mom, Sherry, watched on.
She put her focus on and she put her attention on, then she never quit. That's what I like the most.
Becoming a K-pop idol and going to Seoul has always meant being able to stay true to like what I've always wanted in my life.
The only thing that I'm worried is that sometimes she worked too hard for herself. Just breathe, right? Just a breath, then you're fine. But sometimes she worked too hard.
I hear Sherry's concerns. Yes, hard work is often sold as the key to K-pop success. Idols are lauded for their dedication. But in the industry's rearview mirror are countless hopefuls, disillusioned and burned out. So the question is, can Caty work hard enough to become an idol, or will she work too hard on an almost impossible dream? When Caty was a teenager, being a K-pop idol became her pie-in-the-sky dream. But actually, that pie wasn't in the sky. It was in Korea, 6,000 miles from her home in LA. Then, in 2016, 16-year-old Caty had the opportunity to visit the home of K-pop, Seoul.
I had seen on like the internet that SM Entertainment had this studio that was meant for aspiring idols to do this program experience package.
This wasn't actual training at a K-pop academy. It was different. More like doing an immersive day excursion for tourists run by an entertainment agency.
Where you can experience what it's like to be an idol for a day. And I had told my mom about it because, if I'm going to be really honest, when I was like younger, I had a hard time admitting to other people that this is what I wanted to do. K-pop wasn't as popular back then, definitely. And I grew up in a very non-Asian circle. I definitely felt a little bit like people wouldn't, I guess, accept it.
Caty's mom, who's actually a former dancer herself, encouraged her daughter's hobby. And she ended up paying $10,000 for Caty to go to Seoul and take part in this experience package.
That was basically kind of like my first real touch with K-pop.
The experience consisted of a day in the life of an idol recording a music video.
We started like super early in the morning to get our hair and makeup done, and there would be like a stylist team just waiting there with like a hair dryer, a curler, a powder puff. And anytime I finished filming a cut, I would like walk down, sit on a chair, and they would just like come and just fix me up. And I think that was like the coolest thing ever.
Caty was filmed singing and performing a challenging dance routine to her chosen song, Growl by boy band EXO.
They usually gave a lot more of the intricate and like stronger choreography to the boy groups. I want to dance.
If Caty had caught the K-pop bug with Big Bang's music video, this experience changed the bug to a full-on K-pop fever.
After I did that SM Town experience, I was just like, this is definitely what I have to do now. There's no going back. This is what I need to do for the rest of my life. I don't ever want to like do anything else.
you might think this propelled Caty into full-time K-pop training mode. Well, no, actually. Sherry was happy to pay for Caty to experience the day package at SM, but she wanted Caty to pursue education first, before K-pop. Sherry's like most parents. She wants security for Caty. And K-pop stardom is many things, but it's definitely not secure.
As a parent, we want our kids to do good in school, find a better job, then have a financial stable, then you can support your own interest or passion.
Caty wanted to go to a performing arts high school, but her family enrolled her in a private school famed for its academic rigor.
I actually really didn't want to go there, but I think my parents thought it was a very good opportunity, of course. A lot of these conversations were quite tense for me and my family, like during high school.
Remember all those trophies at Caty's house? Well, all those activities were aimed at crafting the perfect college application. Caty's parents wanted the best for her, to cheer, debate, and swim her way into a prestigious school and eventually a steady career.
I was very unhappy doing a lot of stuff growing up. I knew that it would be very hard to continue living like that. I just kind of felt like there was no purpose. Oh, I'm doing all of this to live a life that someone else wants, or live a life that people in society say that like I should live. But if it's not a life that I'm fulfilled and I'm not happy living, then kind of like, what's the point?
So after graduating from college and at the risk of disappointing her parents, Caty enrolled at the K-pop Center in LA, putting aside all other career options. Now she's taking it to the next level. Her first classes at an academy in Seoul start in 14 days.
I was just really done like doing what other people were telling me to do. I really wanted to do this for myself, and I really wanted to try, because I knew if I didn't try, I would spend the rest of my life regretting. The way that I had already started regretting not doing what I wanted to do earlier on.
I have one last conversation with Caty in LA before she boards a plane for Korea. She seems elated.
I am excited for where this will take me, and I'm just trying to go in with like an open mind. I just want to really focus on like making the most of this opportunity that I have in front of me right now.
It's strange to think that the next time we see each other will be in Incheon Airport.
I can already envision the difference in like background noise the next time that we meet.
Cut to Incheon Airport.
Today's a really busy day. It's about 7 in the evening.
It's October 1st, and I'm standing under the futuristic skylights of Korea's largest airport, where any minute, Caty will emerge from the wide white doors marking arrivals.
So I wonder how she's going to experience the upcoming months where she's in an environment where people will be constantly judging her. You know, she'll be judged for her failures, her successes, her anxieties, her insecurities, her age, her weight, her singing ability, her dancing ability, what have you. And
in the middle of my ramble, Caty suddenly bursts through the doors.
Hey, how are you? Hey. It's been like 2 weeks?
I think so, yeah. It feels like a really long time, but I know it wasn't that long ago.
Yeah.
And then Caty spies the taxi driver holding up a sign for her. Big black letters, Caty Szeto.
It was like super cool to like have a name card waiting for me for the first time. Makes me feel like a celebrity.
It's only the beginning.
Caty's all smiles. I'm feeling the excitement of her journey too, just beginning, sparkling all around us. I'm curious if Caty shared with anyone on the flight why she was heading to Seoul.
It was like a full flight, and I was talking to this lady while I was in line, and she's also a reporter.
And then, just like a movie, someone wanders into the scene. The very reporter Caty met on the plane, a journalist who also knows a bit about the K-pop scene. Caty waves her over.
This is Sue. This is the reporter that I met on the plane.
Hi.
Are you guys all in the same program? Yeah. So I'm actually like doing a series, and so they're like working on the series with me.
And Caty's one of the main characters.
Okay,
What's
that's cool.
the name of the academy you're going to?
It's called K-pop Art School.
K-pop Art School in Hongdae?
Yeah.
A confused look crosses Sue's face.
Can I ask something that's like probably a little bit rude?
Oh yeah, that's fine. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Is 23 a little bit on the older side to be a trainee?
Her words hang in the air. Aren't you a little old to be a trainee? You might think Caty at 23 is young, but in the world of K-pop, is she? It reminds me that all 4 Blackpink members became trainees in their early teens. Now I'm wondering, how late is Caty to the game?
I heard it was getting younger and younger, like 11-year-olds, 10-year-olds.
I know it's like generally companies do look for younger kids.
As she answers, Caty looks kind of flustered.
Especially if like they need to be trained. I think for me it's like a different case because I've been like
The words keep tumbling out as she searches for an answer.
for like people that are considered kind of like debut ready or like at a level enough where they can debut right away. 23 is still not too bad. I heard people up to like 25 have been able to like pass. Yeah.
After this conversation, Sue has to go.
Okay. All right.
Bye.
Caty brushes off the sting from this awkward moment. After all, she has her first days at the academy to think about.
We're walking to the taxi right now.
Dragging her shiny pink suitcase, Caty struts out of the airport. Her long black hair is bouncing behind her as she heads toward our pre-booked cab. We make our way into the jagged gray cityscape of Seoul. And I'm thinking, can she make it in just 3 months? Well, that's what's coming up on Mission K-pop.
One more time. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Everyone is sweating super hard and out of breath.
I do feel like things are starting to feel a bit more real now.
Today was a little frustrating.
I have a lot of anxiety about what am I doing with my life. Now I'm having a crisis. People don't understand how badly I want this.
Mission K-pop is produced by Novel for USG Audio. It's hosted, reported, and written by me, Haeryun Kang. Reporting and fact-checking by Keith Kunyong Pak. The producers and writers are Elena Biggs and Saskia Collette. Zayana Yusuf is our researcher. The editor is Georgia Moody. The executive producers are Josh Block for USG Audio and Max O'Brien and Craig Strachan for Novel. Sound recordists are Keith Kunyong Pak, Matthew Kojmerl, and Eden Chung. Production support for USG Audio by Josh Laolongi. Scoring and sound design by Saskia Collette, Nicholas Alexander, and Daniel Kempson. And mixing by Nicholas Alexander and Daniel Kempson. Scars Like Wings and Just You Wait were written by Caty Szeto and Lydia Peck and produced and mixed by Nicholas Alexander. All I Want to Do was written by Caty Szeto, Lydia Peck, and Kilograms, and produced and mixed by Nicholas Alexander. Music supervision by Saskia Collette and Nicholas Alexander. Production management from Cherie Houston, Sarah Tobin, and Charlotte Wolfe. Story development from Elena Biggs. The series artwork was designed by Aditi Kapoor. Willard Foxton is Novel's creative director of development. In this episode, you heard Candy by H.O.T. from SM Entertainment, Nobody by Wonder Girls from Republic Records and JYP Entertainment, Run BTS by BTS from Big Hit Music and Hybe, As If It's Your Last by Blackpink, and Fantastic Baby by Big Bang from YG Entertainment. Audio from Ever Thought About Becoming a K-pop Idol by Internet's Nathan. Audio from I Want to Be a K-pop Idol by CNA Insider. Audio of the video Do You Dream of Being a K-pop Idol? From Keens by Ed. This is a USG Audio podcast. For more information or to check out our other podcasts, go to usgaudio.com. For more from Novel, visit novel.audio. Special thanks to K-pop Art School.